Hey everybody, this is Evan Rogers coming at you with the super exciting online live lessons. I'm with Kayla and John, who have been, I can't speak today, who have been paying $5 a month over Patreon, which if you do the same thing, you can join us learning some Japanese, getting some very cheap, if you ask me, Japanese lessons 3 times a week unless something comes up, which something has been coming up. That's why there haven't been that many videos. I am wearing a new cool hat. I didn't design this one, obviously, but I'm thinking about designing something similar eventually. Anyway, you should hit the subscribe
Let
button.
other people tell you it's cool.
What was that?
You should let other people tell you it's cool.
Oh, this is a great hat, and anyone who disagrees with me is wrong. The end. Go ahead and hit some comments, because apparently that helps spread the videos. Subscribe, share it everywhere you can, and in the comments you can just tell me I'm ugly. I don't really care. All right, you guys ready to go?
Yep.
Last time, before we had issues with the youngin who is sick currently, I believe we agreed that we were on number 7.
Yes.
Great. Let's go and get it started. Please repeat after me. これがわかりますね。
これがわかりますね。
Yeah. わかります。
わかります。
Us.
Yeah, great. これはわかりません。
これはわかりません。
Then.
Yeah, great. You might even say this like これはわかりません. I don't understand this. This is the thing I don't understand. This. これがわかりますね. You understand this, right? You understand this. This is the thing. This you understand, right? Well, I don't understand this. All right. 2A. これを食べますね.
これを食べますね。
Yeah, great. Maybe in today's should be これを食べますね. One more time. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
What?
The delay tricked me up. Sorry. One more time. これを食べますね.
これを食べますね。
Great. Kayla, your microphone is like chirping in and out. I don't know if that is something different.
What? Really? Right now?
It's like これをますね. Kind of like that. We'll truck through.
He has a stutter.
If there's anything different about your mic, try to fix it. If not, we'll just power through. It's not a big deal.
It's not any different than what it has been.
Okay, maybe it's just an internet connection issue, then we can't do anything about it. I will stop talking about it. 食べます。
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 これは食べません。
これは食べます。
これは食べません. Something like that. Great.
Is it still acting up a lot?
It was better that time. We'll see if it stays bad. We'll notice it. Either way, you're practicing speaking it, and I'm getting the gist of what you're saying. Like 80% of what you're saying is coming through at the very least.
Okay.
That last one, it sounded like an internet issue where it was like jaga 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 jaga. It was doing that little internet-y robo thing.
Oh no.
Okay, so the issue with this one is this drill is notice これがわかります. Do you understand this? This is interesting because wakarimasu, as much as it translates to I understand something, which would be transitive because it's you understand a thing, right? There's a thing that you understand. You're acting upon an object. That would be transitive. In English, it is transitive. However, this is actually an intransitive verb, and it kind of means is separated. Something separates. これがわかりますね. This is separated in your mind or something like that. You know, when you understand something, you kind of put it in a folder or something like that. There's not a folder, but you know, imaginary folder in your brain. Thermodynamics is different than the English language, something like that. So when you start separating things, that's what's happening. This is separated, right? 食べます is definitely a transitive. Oh, sorry. わかります is an intransitive verb. And then 食べます is 100% a transitive verb because it operates directly on a thing. There's no way you can argue that eating something, you don't actually eat a thing, right? You're eating upon a thing. You're acting upon an object. So this is 100% transitive. So the trick with this drill is going to be, do you know if these are transitive or intransitive, and can you pick the right particle? And I should have these underlined because those change as well based on the verb that I give you down here. One thing to notice, no matter if it's a ga or an o, we're replacing it with a wa in the answer. Did you guys notice that by any chance, how this switched to a wa?
I did.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So with the ga, it's like, you understand this, right? And then like this, you understand, right? You understand this, right? The emphasis is on this thing is what you understand. We're worried about this as opposed to possibly other things. Whereas this one's like, but this one I don't understand. But this one I don't eat. You eat that, right? Oh, yeah, but this, I don't eat that. So, that intonation is the difference between wa and o and ga. So the ga and the o are in one category of you understand this, right? Or like, you eat this, don't you? Whereas this wa particle is like, oh, this thing? Oh, I don't understand this one. This one I don't understand. It's creating a contrast to something. It's separating. All right. That being said, John, what does akimasu mean?
Yes, opens. Something opens.
Something opens. So if like a door opens, Kayla, would that be transitive or intransitive? Oh, yes, indeed. You ruined Kayla's chance to shine. But good job, John.
I know. This is a struggle bus lesson for me too. So.
This is indeed intransitive. So, John, how would we ask if this thing shuts? And then, Kayla, you're going to say, well, this one does shut, but that one, it doesn't shut.
これが開きますね.
Oh man.
It's just the verb. Oh, it's just nothing's changing. You're using the exact same verb.
Oh, okay. Akimasu. And then I still say, but
now it's negative. Yeah.
One doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So does it change in this one, right?
No. Notice wakarimasu, wakarimasu, wakarimasu. There is a transitive pair for wakarimasu. It's wakemasu, and we're not using it at all. The thing that's changing is this ga or this o. You need to know if we need to use a ga. Ga is for intransitive and o is for transitive, okay?
Oh, okay.
So you're...
I'm thinking you're really challenging me.
No.
Okay, so it's akimasu. これは開きません.
Yeah, 開きます. これは開きません. This one doesn't open. Yeah, great. So, Kayla, because these are obvious pairs, they even have the exact same kanji. This one's akemasu. Kayla, what does akemasu mean?
Open?
And would it be something opens, or would it be I open something?
I opened?
Yeah, I opened a thing, right? There's a thing that I physically opened up, right? So, Kayla, you're asking, did you open this? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't highlight. I'm kind of giving away the answer by highlighting.
That's all right. I knew it was the. I knew
Okay.
it was the.
Okay.
That
We might get you on a different one. So this one, you're gonna say, do you open this? Like, I don't know, every day you open up the refrigerator, and then John's gonna say, yeah, I do, but I don't open that. Or I guess I don't open this one. Like, there's a different thing that he doesn't open. Go for it.
これを開けますね.
It wouldn't be a wa.
I said whoa. I said oh.
I thought I heard a wa. Give it one more try, just for me.
これを食べますね. Sorry,
It wouldn't be
my
a...
throat. I'm coughing too. Oh,
So-
開けます. 開けますね.
Okay, go for it, John.
Am I supposed to do it right this time?
Go for it, you little jerk.
開きます. これは開きません.
Yeah, exactly. これは開きません. I don't open this one. All right. So, John, you're going to ask Kayla if she uses whatever this thing is that you're holding. And she's going to say yes. But the thing that she's holding, notice how Kore flips from the thing that's near John to the thing that's near Kayla. So the thing that's near John, do you use it? Kayla, the thing that's near you, you don't use it.
That's the one I don't. That's going to be transitive, isn't it?
It is, and I'm sorry, I actually gave you the translation of it without asking for it. John, do you know what skymas means?
No, because that's the one I can remember. Sakurimas, I can never remember Skymas.
Okay,
So.
I just got done using the translation numerous times. Kayla, do you know the translation?
No, I know what it means now that you said it.
Okay. Okay, sorry, John. Go for it.
So that would be これを使いますね.
Yeah, これを使いますね.
Skymas. Kore wa skaimasen.
Yeah, tsukaimasu. Kore wa tsukaimasen. I don't use this thing. Yeah, great. And Kayla, we have a new verb, and I need to make sure not to tell you what it means. Kayla, what does this verb arimasu mean?
So that like to exist?
Yes, exactly. Something exists,
Yeah,
or
okay.
there is something, or maybe something is. And I actually wrote to you to remind me to talk about this verb, and then we didn't see each other for like a billion years. I might not have mentioned this, but I've added it to the definition in this. I've updated the translation, which you guys obviously couldn't have known that. This is for things that can't move on their own. A very odd restriction. Go for it.
I was trying to think of the definite because I know like when I go to Japan and I was like I had to ask them where like a certain music CD was. I remember that I used that. Like,
Yes, great.
Yeah. So.
But
okay.
if it's something that can move on its own, for example, a cat or a dog or a human or something like that, it uses the verb imas, which we have not learned yet. Okay. Imas.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to clarify that and point out that I've updated the translation in this because that'll get you in trouble if you get it wrong. And if you talk to some guy and be like, "Oh, where are you?" and you use arimasu, they'll be like, "Who do you think I am? A box?" All right, arimasu means there is something. Kayla, does it feel like if we're saying there is something that we're gonna is? So like, oh man, I'm gonna totally is that thing. I can't wait to is
No.
that. Okay, so would that make arimasu transitive or intransitive?
Intransitive.
Exactamundo. Does intransitive use ga or o, John?
That'd be a g.
Exactly. So, Kayla, go ahead and ask if that thing is here, but then this thing is not here. Which actually, now that I hear that, that sentence doesn't make any sense. It could be like on a
Still want me
table.
to say it?
Yeah, let's go for it. It could be. I'm sure there's a situation where it would work, just my brain's not chugging fast enough to cover up my obvious idiotic sentence. Go for it.
これがありますね。
arimasu. Kore wa arimasu.
Yeah, これはありません. Yeah. So perhaps you go into a bookstore and you're looking for a book, and maybe John or Kayla's holding a book and they do have it at the store, but then John is holding up a book and they don't have the book anywhere. That would be an example of where that sentence could be used. I was able to cover my tracks. Yes, I am a genius. All right. John, what does that verb say?
Shuts.
What?
Shut.
Oh, yes. Okay, I thought you were going to read shimarimasu, and I heard shuts, and I was like, what is he saying? Yes, shimarimasu. And John, what does that translate to? It means, it means shut, like you just told me. But what I meant to say is it I shut something, or is it something shuts?
Something shuts.
Exactly. And Kayla, pop quiz. If something shuts, is that transitive or intransitive?
Transitive.
No, it would be intransitive.
Oh, my
Gosh, why am I
God.
struggling with those two?
Just remember, transitive is there's two things and you're operating upon the other thing. Whereas this is just, it shuts. All right,
Well, see,
John.
no, like in
Nope.
my head, I knew that nothing was operating upon it, but I still got
Clearly
things
not.
mixed up.
Let's,
No, I just got the words mixed up, John.
for the record, I'm throwing this at you guys very early because it's very important for Japanese grammar and I want to make sure we get it right. So don't feel bad about getting it wrong. Usually this doesn't come up until much later in the language. We haven't even learned how to operate with nouns properly. No, this would be intransitive.
Intransitive, okay.
Yeah, so remember, trans, as much as that's a buzzword today, it means there's like a transatlantic flight means there's one continent on one side of the Atlantic and a continent on the other side of Atlantic, and they interact with. They overpass, they traverse, and they interact with one another. And that would be the idea of I eat a chicken, right? I and chicken, and then you're interacting with one another. So that's transitive. Okay?
Okay.
All right. John, you're asking if this thing shuts, and Kayla, the thing that's near you does not shut.
Kore ga shimarimasu ne.
Yeah, これが閉まりますね.
Shimarimasu. What do I say? What's the next thing?
This thing doesn't close.
Oh, kore wa shimarimasen.
Perfect. Yeah, great. Perfect. And wasn't it wonderful you could chug that through your brain? Brilliant. I love it. 6.
Well, I'm just like, I forget what I was supposed to say after. Yes.
Right. Well, you got the grammar right. Good job. And then, Kayla, we have this verb, shimemasu, which means?
I will shut that door.
Yeah, I will
Like,
shut
for example?
something. Yeah, for example, a
Yes.
door. Yeah, which would make a transitive. There's I and a door, and we're traversing over the space between us. All right. It's Kayla's turn. Kayla, you're asking if this thing will be open. Are you going to open? Do you open this thing? Will you open this thing? And then John, you're saying nope, I don't. Or sorry, yes, I will, but I don't open that, or I don't close
I
that
don't know
thing.
what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
man.
just doing a bad job.
No, you're doing fine, Evan. Now I'm trying to remember which one you use for transitive or intransitive. I'm just gonna go for it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So how about yeah, John? If it's transitive, what would the particle be? Let's see if you get it right.
Oh,
Exactly. Oh yeah. O is for object.
I would have fixed that. I'm like trying to think of my sentence, like the past one I said. I'm like, which one that? Okay.
Lady Gaga subjectifies women.
Okay. There we go. Kore wa oh my gosh, shimemasu.
That's okay. One more time, and that's a question. Oh, you're asking for agreement, don't you?
Oh yeah, there we go. Kore o shimemasu ne.
Yeah, great. Kore wa shimemasu.
shimimasu. Kore wa shimimasen.
Yeah, great. Shimimasu. Kore wa shimemasen. Great. Did you guys have any questions there?
I always get stuck at that. I always get stuck at the because of trying not to do a.
Oh, right.
That's
One
why
thing-
I always struggle at certain ones.
One thing I am hearing with the O particle, it sounds like you're really trying to hit that W sound. Whoa.
Yeah, and
Just-
it's not. It's right. It's just like the kore o. Right?
It's exactly just like an O sound. Yeah, I don't know if that's another legacy from your
it's
sinister teacher.
It's another bad habit that I'm trying to work on.
Was that taught to you, or did you just see that? Because whenever it's written on the Hiragana chart, it's got a little W next to it.
I think it's because I don't remember my teacher teaching me that. I think it's just something like I totally forgot self-studying, when
Okay.
you don't practice saying things out loud, and I just
gotcha.
see the W in my head.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm just trying to remind myself that the W is not there.
All right, yeah. All right, well, are there any questions with this?
No, I think I'm finally getting it.
Okay, this one's a long one, and we haven't seen each other in a while, and little baby dude is sick. I will see you guys on Friday.
All right.
Sounds good.
Peace out.
See you, bud.
If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you like, subscribe, and share this video to everybody you know and yell at them repeatedly until they subscribe as well. If you'd like to support me even more, head on over to patreon.com, where for just $1 a month, 3 cents a day, that's it, it's darn near free, you can help me financially keep these videos coming. And as a reward for your Patreon donations, you get access to all of the miscellaneous things that I produce to help out my own students who I teach in person, and also just things that I make for myself. And if you want a little bit more bang for your buck, head on over to Teespring, where you can get lots of fun clothing, mugs, stickers, cell phone cases, all that I've designed. More designs to come. I hope you have yourself a happy dappy day. Peace out.